Okay, this is part 2 of 3, specifically on building your own club, group, or meetup. Let's dive into this one. We talked about the first 4 today. We're going to talk more details. So if you missed yesterday's, go check it out. This is episode 659. Yesterday was 658. Number 5 is a 30-day launch plan. You don't just want to start and say, I'm here, guys. Let's have some fun. Who wants to join it? I want you to plan this out, because in creating the things I've created and as we create things in the future, we like to have a launch plan. I have a launch plan right now for a book that's coming out that we haven't talked about. It's called The Ripple. And we're creating that launch plan. We're creating the process because it's going to have its own community, its own feel, its own audience, right? And we want to make sure that we're connecting with people the right way. So here's what it looks like. The 30-day launch plan. Week 0, seed it, like a little seed. Invite 20 people you already help. Ask 5 local partners to join as helpers. Post your referral list draft and ask for additions, right? These are people who are going to join your group. Remember yesterday when we talked about niching down and you decided to build this amazing group of people who love Dungeons and Dragons, right? Well, who else loves it? Week 2. Sorry, that was week 0. Week 1, soft open. Post a welcome video, a simple guide, and a 7-day prompt series. DM 30 warm contacts with a short personal invite. Now, make sure when you're inviting people that they also like what you like. Like, for instance, if I'm going the journal route, like I talked about yesterday, I'm going to make sure that I know these people are interested in journaling or something along those lines. Week 2, first live or recorded live, right? Whatever you want to do. Host a 20-minute Zoom Q&A, record it, post it, replay, send it out to your email list if you have one. If you don't, create one. And then share a downloadable checklist for whatever it is that you're going to create, right? Think along the lines of what it is that you're focused on. If it's an area, the top 10 things to do here in Lake Tahoe, or if it's community based around a product, things that you love, like journaling, here are the 10 top journals I would consider creating if I was starting all over. Boom, done, right? Week 3, first meetup, small coffee meetup at a venue, local, hopefully. Take 3 photos with content. Take 3 photos with consent for content, right? And then post them out, right? Whether it's all of them at once, hopefully you progressively post them out throughout the week, and then get ready to promote it again for whenever you're going to meet up. Week 4, tighten the offer. At this point, you know what's working, you know what's connecting with people, you know what people are loving and not liking, right? It's pretty easy to tell what they're gravitating to. So add a request a private consult link to your group description. At the end of the day, this is fun and you want to do it for fun, but what if you could make some money from this, right? What if you could become a bigger authority because you can influence people depending on what your group is about? So if you want to add a link on people talking to you, wanting to hire you for certain things, you can, right? And here, the last piece, if you are going to create a community for an area, I would publish an updated trusted pros list behind the email sign up. And you can actually do that if it's not just a community for real estate. Think about this. If it's a community for journals, I'm going to tell you the top journals to buy, right? To list a link to Amazon or whatever the companies are, for pens, for stationery. Same thing for anything, really. Dungeons and Dragons, right? The best dice I can get, or the ones that I love, right? Or the things that the journey that I loved, right? Here's how much it costs. Here's the which one you should start with for beginners or advanced, or whatever you want to do. The point is, give something out. It hooks people because they're also looking. They want a shortcut. That's number 5, 30-day launch plan, right? There you go. Number 6, your weekly show up system. Let me putting that up on my screen. Monday, I just outlined here. Monday, one useful tip in plain English. An example, 3 kid-friendly parks near Malibu. Wednesday, member spotlight or local business shout out. Friday, weekend to plan or quick live Q&A. And any day, one prompt that invites stories. Example, what surprised you most when you moved to, and then put the city. In fact, I really like this one. So I'm actually going to post this live. That's a really good one that I told myself that I was going to post into Lab Code Agents. I'm going to post this into Lab Code Agents and into another group that I have called TN, the letter T, and then the letter N, 5, TN, the number 5. What surprised you most when you became a real estate agent, right? Became a real estate agent, ? That one should get a lot of love. I just posted it, but think along those lines when you're creating a group. What are you creating that's engaging people? What questions are you asking? These are all important. It makes people feel like they're part of a community. Number 7, growth loops that do not feel salesy. End each live with invite one friend who would enjoy this. Run a monthly share the club raffle with a small gift card. So we could do this in groups. You could do this in the person thing. Let me take a sip of my water. All right. Add a QR code to open house flyers, signs, or your email signature. This is if you're in the real estate world, right? Post a weekly top 5 list that people want to share. If you're building a real estate community, right? Or top 5 list of anything, really. All right, number 8, turn fans into clients without hard selling. This is a big challenge for real estate agents because when we hear the word selling, buying, real estate, our ears perk. We're like, what? Real estate? I can make money? I know because I do that. I still do that. When I'm at dinner, I hear it and I'm like, what? Real estate? Anyway, don't spam people. Here are some suggestions. Remember, this is your meetup. This is your club. This is your group. Add homeowner help desk office hours, 30 minutes each week, right? Or if you're creating a group that's not real estate related, whatever, journal help desk, Dungeons and Dragons help desk, right? Keep a clean link in the group descriptions. Book a private consult. Make it really easy. If people have questions, let them know how they can get a hold of you. And it could be, I suggest you put a link and not your phone number, because if your group does grow like ours did, your phone will not stop ringing or getting texts, because I made that mistake. And my phone doesn't stop. It's buzzing. It's literally buzzing multiple times a minute. Offer a quarterly PDF guide, Living in Malibu, delivered by email. And people can get the quarterly one because if you go to Keeping Current Matters, they have one that updates quarterly. And I mean, at this point, you can go to just ChatGPT and create one every quarter, right? Hey, ChatGPT, give me a recent living guide for Malibu, right? Going up to the month of September 2025. Easy, right? And just tweak it. Next, keep a public trusted pros list updated monthly, quarterly, whatever you want. I call it local legends, right? You call it service providers. Whatever it is, keep an updated one and make sure people have a place to download it. I would put a layer there and ask for people's email addresses before they can download this. So kind of like a sign-up page for you. You could use WordPress. You could use other places like that. But those are the 4 for today. This is part 2 of 3. Tomorrow, we'll wrap this up on building your own club, group, or meetup. If you're listening to this for the first time and you need this, just message me on Instagram. I'll send this over to you. Have an awesome day, everybody.